All right, Father's Day is just around the corner, and it's a short corner, a couple of days, and we're here. So that means it's time to think about feeding Dad. And whether you're dining out or making a meal at home, Executive Chef Jamie Steinbrecher with Okeechobee Steakhouse is going to show us how to prepare the perfect steak for Dad. And supervising him today is Russell Lewis.
Curtis Lewis.
Well, Curtis, I'm sorry. Russell sounds good, but it's Curtis Lewis, one of the founding fathers of Okeechobee Steakhouse. It's good to have you both here.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, so let's get cooking.
Thanks. All right. First, when you're choosing your steaks, try to find something thick and that has a lot of this white kind of fat marbling in the center, but not too much on the outside.
All right.
Okay? We're just going to season with salt and pepper. Don't be afraid. The salt is going to help bring out all that great flavor from the center of the steak.
Yeah, you don't want to marinate it too much when you have a good cut of meat, right?
Right.
But if not, then maybe you have to.
Sure.
We're talking Okeechobee Steakhouse, so it's nothing but the best.
You got
All
it.
prime, dry aged.
All right. How's he doing so far, Curtis?
He's doing great.
All right.
So far, so good.
And Jamie's been there a long time.
He's been with me a long time.
He's been around the
so-
block once or twice. And you guys have been around 62 years?
No, we've been since 1947. We opened in October of 47, back when Okeechobee Road was a, was it called Okeechobee Road? And it was a two-lane highway,
that.
and just quit the other side of Military Trail.
Pretty impressive, as is this.
So a lot of people ask, you know, what's the key to get a great steak? How come I can't get a great steak at home like I get in a
That
restaurant?
happens, right.
And what I always tell them is as high heat as you can get. Now,
Okay.
you know, we have the luxury of about 1,400 degrees in
Wow,
our kitchen.
that hot?
That hot. But not to worry if you're at home and you have your char grill on outside, if you have a lid or some sort of a pan that you can put over and let it get real hot first. Because the idea is you want to sear, you know, all those great flavors
Okay,
into
and
the
once you
steak.
do that, I mean, what is the perfect way, what would you suggest serving a steak at? Rare? I mean, some people prefer rare, some medium, somewhere in between there?
Somewhere in between, I would say, is the best, because what you want to do is give it a chance to let some of that heat break down a little bit of the fat and really get some of the flavor out of the steak.
Yeah, you don't want to mess it up by overcooking it, right?
True.
Yeah, all right. Just want to make sure, because I've been known to do that. I mean,
Sure.
1,400 degrees, I can't imagine, because mine goes up to about 700 outside, and when I close that grill, maybe even a little hotter.
Sure.
And it goes fast, you know,
You got it.
so got to be careful with it.
All right, so the last thing that you want to do is, when you take your steaks off of the grill, you want to make sure you let them rest for a few minutes. You want all those juices and all those fats to kind of redistribute throughout the meat before you slice into it.
Good idea,
Okay.
good idea.
What we're going to do is take a few slices off of here.
You know, when you talk about marinating it with just salt and pepper, you do that right before you put it on the grill, right?
Right before you put it on the grill. And a good idea is always to let your steaks come out to room temperature before you put them on the grill. You get a nice, even cooking that way.
Those are just some of the mistakes people make all the time, how they're too anxious to do it.
Sure, a little bit of patience. And then we just finish it with a little bit of butter. Anytime you can add a little fat content to anything.
Those are the tricks of the trade. All right.
You got it.
Chef Jamie, thank you so much. And Curtis, sorry I called you Russell. That must be
There's
your
no-
brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
Yeah.
us, and happy Father's Day.
Well, thank you, and happy Father's Day to everybody.
Thank you very much.